to this yoga for resilience, realization, and recovery. My name is Brian, and I'm honored and delighted to be here this evening, this holiday weekend. Today's class is going to be an experiment in alignment. So we align the posture of the body to the supports that are holding us. We align the breath to the mind and the body, and we align the mind state to the breath and the body. So the goal of the practice today is to see if you can find alignment. So one of the things you may notice in this particular class, if you come to my class regularly, we don't do a lot of fast flow. The goal of each posture or pose is to find the posture. And so in my opinion, if we are just simply moving constantly from one posture to another, we never actually land. And because our guiding principle is support precedes action, the object is to land or find the support in each posture, which is why we spend, in some cases, you may feel like we spend a lot of time in a particular posture. So different classes, different styles, different modes, it's all yoga. It's all good. It's just that understand that the principle here is to see if we can find the posture. And today in particular, I want you to work on that, feeling into alignment. Feeling into the alignment of your body to the supports that are holding you. So in every posture, there's a base of support, a center of gravity, and a range of motion. And so we'll work on that over the next, well, actually, it's another announcement. So anyway, today, think about alignment. Think about aligning the body to the supports that are holding you, whatever's in contact with something. Think about aligning the breath to the body and the mind, because the breath is what brings the mind and body together. And think about aligning the mind state, whatever's going on in your mind, where you're thinking, where you're projecting, where you're attaching, where you're averting, whatever's going on up there, think about aligning that to the supports of the body. And the vehicle for that would be the breath. Okay, enough talk. Let's practice. Let's play. I do want to make an administrative announcement. I'll be away quite a bit in June, so you'll have some wonderful subs here on upcoming Sundays. So look forward to that. Get a chance to get a break from me. I know that's probably cool, and get a different experience from a different presenter. So I'm grateful to my cohorts for stepping in and covering for me. But I'll be thinking of y'all as I am doing my thing. All right, remember our first guiding principle: support precedes action. So find your supports. Find yourself in a posture in which you feel supported, whatever that looks like for you, whatever form that takes for you. Take a moment to feel into that. Feeling into the sensation of connection or the sensation of feeling that you have at whatever part of your body is in contact with something. The floor, the chair, the seat, the cushion, whatever. Feel into that connection and bring your awareness to that connection as support. And then anchoring yourself, rooting in at those places of connection. I invite you to lengthen through the side body, lengthen through the spine, lengthen through the crown. Experiment with tucking the chin slightly until you feel the back of the neck release and the full length of the spine from the base to the crown. And notice, begin to notice what happens in your body as you align and elongate the spine. Feel into what shifts. Perhaps you may feel into something. Maybe you feel the energy body engage and come online. Maybe you feel the chest expand and the heart open. Maybe not. Just feel into whatever you feel as you align and lengthen the spine. Now let's come into the present moment by coming into the body, and we come into the body by coming into the breath. So turn your awareness to your breath and find the inhale as it appears underneath the nasal passages, and begin to breathe in and out through the nostrils. Breathing in, full inhalation down into the body cavity, maybe to the chest. Maybe you can breathe into the ribs. Maybe you can breathe down into the abdomen, and maybe even down to the base of the spine or the bottom of the pelvic bowl, perhaps. Without stress, strain, or effort, just full inhales, front, back, and sides, a full 360 breath. Be aware of the fullness of your torso as you fill it with air. And then a complete exhale, emptying completely, releasing as you breathe out through the nostrils. Noticing the different sensation on the exhale, temperature-wise, movement-wise, whatever it is for you, feel into that sensation and continue that inhaling and exhaling. And let's bring the hands to the heart on your next inhale in a way that most bring awareness to your heart space. Maybe the left hand over the heart, right hand over the left, maybe the hands in prayer, whatever works for you to bring your awareness to your heart space. And as you feel the connection of the hands to the heart and the heat, you feel the heartbeat underneath the hands. You begin to attune to the rhythm of the breath and feel how it aligns to the rhythm of the heart. Being in that space of awareness of that heart space, allowed to arise, if you will, gratitude. A sense of gratitude, maybe a person for whom you're grateful made it possible for you to be here. Maybe just general gratitude, maybe a moment of gratitude on this Memorial Day weekend for the US, people from the US. Whatever it is that rises for you when gratitude is called forth, see it clearly in your mind's eye and anchor it right there in your heart space. And then finally, today I'll invite you, if you choose to set an intention for your practice, maybe a simple intention to just keep your gratitude anchored, or to be right there at the beginning of each inhale. But whatever your intention, I invite you to state that to yourself. Hear yourself in your mind's ear as you state your intention in a clear and declarative voice, as if it is already done. I am present. And then on your next inhale, if you choose, bow your chin to your intentional and grateful heart and offer a benediction to seal your intention as I say Namo, Namaste. And release the chin, drop the hands, take a full inhale. And then as you exhale, make your way to your mat on your back. We're going to begin on our backs today. And just allow your legs to extend, your crown to extend. Take your arms overhead. Maybe the backs of your hands touch the floor, maybe not. Reaching through the fingertips, maybe you interlock the thumb. Either way, it doesn't matter. As you inhale, press through the heels, flex the toes toward the face. Lengthen through the fingertips. Get long along the back side of your body. Full inhalation. And complete exhale. As you exhale, the toes go to neutral. Switch the interlock of your thumb as you inhale. Lengthen through the fingers and the crown of the head as you press the toes away from the face. Getting long across the top of the body. Getting a full inhale. Complete exhale, release the toes. Bring the knees towards the ceiling, the heels towards the hips. Knees in parallel, so turn the thighs slightly inward, maybe let the knees lightly touch, keep them parallel. And then keeping the arms overhead, as you inhale, just lift the shoulders and the arms slightly. So, and then exhale. And just do that a couple times. Find your breath. So full inhale here. So as you think about that inhale, we talked about breathing deep into the body cavity. Maybe you can visualize the breath moving between the heart and the base of the pelvic bowl. Exhaling up. Inhaling down. Lengthen here. And then bring the knees in toward the chest. Take the hands just below the knees, squeeze lightly. And then extend the legs toward the ceiling. Press through the heels, flex the toes toward the face. Bring the hands down by the hips, palms down. Now for additional support, bring your thumbs underneath your sits bones. For even more support, bring the back of your palms underneath the SI joint at the top of the buttocks. And then from here, we're simply going to do some leg lifts. So basically you're just going to engage your core and lift your buttocks. And maybe you press up a little bit and maybe not. So exhaling, press your heels to the ceiling. And then as you release, inhale. Just a couple of these. Very strong core move here. One more. Release the knees toward the chest. Reach up and grab just below the knees. Rock a little side to side. Release that. Now we're going to work the front of the hip flexor. So bring the knees bring the knees in toward the chest. Again, palms by your sides. Find your supported posture. Inhale, take the feet away from the face. And maybe, just maybe your toes just hover above the mat at the end of the inhale, and then exhale, bring the knees in back in toward the chest. Find your rhythm, your pace, your breath. So the movement, in this simple movement, we begin to align movement and breath. And just finding the range of motion that's available to you by the length of your breath. Inhaling away. Exhaling back, knees back in. One more. And again, bring the knees in, reach up, squeeze a little bit, rock a little side to side. Let that go. Woo. Okay. Now we're going to go side to side. So take your knees, you can bring your feet back to the floor. Take your arms out a little wider. Create space for yourself so that your arms can create space for your knees. And then we're just gently going to let the knees fall over to the left as you exhale. Inhale back to center. And then exhale, let the knees go to the right. Keep the knees and feet together. And the shoulders stay down and relax. So if you're twisting your entire shoulder comes up on the mat, you're going too far. Just allow a little bit of movement here. You're engaging in the core. This is a core work exercise, but you're also loosening through the hips, side to side with the breath. Lining movement with breath again. Inhaling up, exhaling over. One more each side. And release the legs long, bring the hands down by the side. And then roll to your belly. Either direction, doesn't matter. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, the elbows toward each other and behind the back, and then down toward the hips. Tops of the feet press into the top of the mat. Knees may engage, legs may lift. Pressing very lightly in the fingertips, more not at all. As you inhale, lift the chest, bring the heart forward. Crown goes high. Cobra. And exhale, lower it. Let's do a few of those. At your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. On this next one, inhale and hold the posture, but not the breath. Breathe regular here. Long, deep inhale. Complete exhale, staying lifted. On your next exhale, lower down, release the forehead toward the mat. Curl the toes, press up into all fours. Knees underneath the hips, palms slightly in front of the shoulders in alignment with the knees, toes and feet right behind the knees. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the crown, arch the lower back. Our cow posture. On the exhale, round the spine, release the head, bicep spring the ears, hips roll under. And then continue at your pace. Inhale, arching and lifting. Exhale, rounding and flexing. Moving with your breath here again. All about alignment with the breath. Using the breath to bring the body and the mind together, finding the alignment. All right, one more here. Inhale, back to neutral. And we're going to add a twist here in the upper body, okay? So press into the right palm, lengthen, and then on your inhale, rotate your torso to the left, taking your left arm off the long side of your mat. Maybe it goes to the sky, maybe not. Just as far as you can. Now we're just going to do a couple pulses here. So stay long out of the right arm. As you exhale, just thread the needle. Bring the left hand behind the right elbow, twisting the torso to the right, looking over to your right side. And then just move with your breath. Inhale, twist left and lift and rise. Exhale, thread the needle, rotating back the other way. One more here. Inhale. Exhale, your rhythm. And then inhale up. And this time as you exhale, go ahead and release the left hand to the floor, the left temple, the left ear, the left shoulder to the mat. Take that posture first. Find that posture. Find your balanced, supported posture here. Now you have options. You can walk the right hand out toward the top of your mat, pressing up onto the right fingertips, feeling the length of the underside of the right arm. If you like, you can take the right arm high toward the ceiling. Maybe if you like, you take that right hand behind you in a half bind, finding your left hip. Relaxing into this twist, feeling the twist in the upper shoulders, torso, head and neck. Alignment, find the alignment. If you feel out of balance, make your micro adjustments to bring yourself into alignment. Breathing here, always breathing. Wherever your right hand is, on your next inhale, bring it underneath the right shoulder and press back to table, unthreading the needle and bringing your left hand down. Find your tabletop, reestablish here, maybe a round of cow and cat to bring yourself back into alignment, get long through the crown. Now we're going to go to the other side. So find yourself in your left hand, press into the left palm. Take your right hand on the inhale off the long side, wide side of the mat, and then maybe it goes high. Exhale, thread the needle, twisting to the left, feeding that right hand behind the left elbow. And continue with your breath. Inhale up, exhale, thread the needle. Inhale up, your rhythm, your pace. On your next one, inhale up, and then as you exhale, go ahead and drop the right hand, the right temple, the right ear, the right cheek, the right shoulder to the mat. Find this first. Again, find the alignment. Now notice as you twist and thread, you may get out of alignment. So make your micro adjustments to align. And then options with the left hand. Walk the left hand out, pop up on the left fingertips. Maybe take the left hand high toward the ceiling. Maybe reach behind the body with the left hand, finding the right hip, half bind. Breathing deep here. Breathe into the supports. Make your micro adjustments to find your alignment. So nothing is forced. Everything is allowed. We allow the body to find the posture. And then we feel into the support that's available, and then we will work with that. Align to the support that you find in your posture. On your next inhale, wherever your left hand is, bring it underneath the left shoulder, press back and open, unthread, and then come back to your table. And again, maybe one round of cow and cat to bring yourself back into alignment. And then press the hips back toward the heels, finding your wisdom or child's pose. Wisdom pose here. Is there wisdom in this pose? Maybe the hips touch the heels, maybe not. Forehead maybe comes to the mat, maybe not. Great place for your gear. Your forehead doesn't reach the mat. You can utilize your block for support at whatever height is appropriate for you. Breathing here, opening through the shoulders, releasing in the lower back. Now, we're going to move a little bit from here. On the inhale, we come back at table. On the exhale, we drop the hips, coming into a supported, modified plank, maybe lifting the heels toward the hips, maybe not. On the exhale, we lower down, just floats just above the mat. On the inhale, we press back up. On the exhale, we press back into our wisdom pose. So that's your movement, that's your posture. Move at your pace, your rhythm, your breath. Inhale, table. Exhale, modified plank. Lower. Inhale, table. Exhale, child's or wisdom pose. Just a couple. Make your adjustments as you need to. Maybe your hands need to move out a little bit to be more underneath the shoulders. Maybe you don't need to lower down. Maybe you just need to come into this modified plank. That's sufficient. Find your practice. Your next time back, exhale back, just staying down in wisdom pose. And then if you like, release your hands back by your feet, palms up. Full expression of the pose. Release the upper shoulders. Release the lower back. Find rest here. Find alignment. Always aligning the body in any posture. We want to find the actual aligned posture. Take a breath here, full inhale. Walk the hands back in front of you. On the exhale, curl the toes and lift the knees. Continue to lift, keep the knees slightly bent as you lift the hips, release the head, and then finally release the heels, coming into your down dog. First down dog of the day. So take a moment here to establish your posture. Check your alignment, maybe inhale to a plank. If you felt you needed to adjust hands and feet, now you're aligned. Hips high and toward the wall behind you. Heels drop to the bottom of your mat. Crown releases towards the mat. Biceps frame the ears. We get long out of the forearms. Wide across the shoulder girdle. High through the hips. Heels moving down toward the mat. Breathing here. Full inhale. Notice your breath. You're upside down now in this inversion, right? So now as we inhale, it's almost like the breath goes up from the heart to the base of the pelvic bowl. And as we exhale, breath goes down from the pelvic bowl to the heart. Full inhale here. Complete exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's lengthen through the side body here. On your next inhale, take the hips high and the heels high. Press the chest and stomach back toward the thighs. Keep the heels high, hips high. As you exhale, let both heels drop to the left. As you look up under that right armpit, perhaps. Stay long out of both arms. Drop the hips, feel the length along the right side body. Breathe here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Hips high, heels high, chest and stomach back toward the thighs. Exhale, both heels to the right. Maybe looking up under the left armpit, staying long out of both arms. Opening through the left side body. Alignment. Breathe. Finding your alignment, settling into the posture, aligning your mind state with your body. On your next inhale, heels high, hips high, chest and stomach back to the thighs. As you exhale, heels move toward the bottom of the mat.
Downward facing dog, full inhalation, look up between the hands. Exhale, gently walk your feet forward between your hands, coming into a forward fold. Perfect. Release the hands, release the head. Find your weight and balance in your feet. Feel your extension of the hips toward the ceiling and toward the wall behind you. Releasing, lifting out of the waist and out of the lower back. Find your depth here. Maybe grasping opposite elbow in front of or behind the legs to support a little bit more lift in the hips, maybe releasing the forehead a little more. Shake the head side to side lightly. No tension in the neck. Nod your head up and down. Yes, Brian, my head is released. Release your elbows if you're holding them. Bring the hands to the shins for support. Straighten the arms. Come to a flat back, parallel to the mat. Breathe deep behind the heart. Feel that relationship, breath moving, heart to pelvic bowl, and then exhale, release. Forehead to the shins. Bend the knees slightly. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release the hands. Shoulders will roll lightly, palms will move forward toward the front of the mat. And then take the back of the palm toward the bottom of your mat while you slightly move the hips toward the top of your mat. Feel that alignment. Find your gazing point, remembering that balance is focus. Find something not moving beyond the tip of your nose. And land into your mountain pose. Take a breath here. Check in with your intention. Check in with your gratitude in your heart space. We're going to do some stretches from this particular posture. So first, inhale the arms up. And then exhale, just lean to the right. Bump the left hip. Take the thumbs toward the wall behind you as you let the biceps frame the ears. Stay long out of both arms. Feel that left side body opening now as you're upright. Full inhale here. Complete exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Get long. Exhale, lean to the left. Bump that right hip, stay long out of both legs. Take the thumbs to the back wall. Long out of both arms as the bicep frame the ears. Breathe here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale back to center. Lengthen. Exhale. Maybe a slight back bend. Maybe look up slightly. Maybe see your thumbs. Maybe not. Find a little gentle back bend. Don't overdo it. Don't try to stress it. Don't push past your edge. Allow the body to lead. Breathe deep. Base of the pelvic bowl. Feel the extension out of the waist. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release the hands. Roll the shoulders, turn the palms forward, extend to the fingertips, tuck the chin, breathe. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here, bring the hands to the waist. Exhale, pick up the right foot and step the right foot back on the mat. Preparing for a warrior posture. So you're going to take your, just in time, right on time. Look at that, beautiful. Okay. Right foot back, right toe slightly off the wide side of your mat. Hips are still aligned to the top of your mat. Wrist, ribs, chest, shoulders, head, all off the top of your mat. Inhale, take your arms up. Find your arm position. Exhale, bend into the left knee. Press into the back of the right foot, down into the left heel. Maybe look up, maybe see your palms. Breathe into warrior. Inhale here. Exhale, release the hands down, shoulder height, and then extend the left arm a little bit and take your right hand. Imagine you're drawing back on a bow. Bow and arrow type bow, that kind of bow. Pull your right hand back as if you're drawing that back. Keep it right at shoulder height. Look, make a fist with your left hand. Extend the left thumb up
Look over that left thumb. Focus. Alignment. Feel your weight balanced in your feet. Right hand extending it. Pull that bow a little bit deeper. Breathing here. Full inhale. As you exhale, maybe there's just a little bit of movement into that left knee. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe you're good where you are. Find your breath. Maybe there's just a slight pulsing as you exhale. Focus on that left thumb, long, steady. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Steady, focused on that left thumb. Steady, sure. Find your alignment. Inhale here. As you exhale, release the bow. Let the hands come down. Straighten the left leg. And then we're going to go to the other side. So just rotate your feet 180 degrees. Turn your left foot so that it's now facing off the lower side of your mat. Your right foot is now off. What was the bottom is now the top of your mat, facing in the opposite direction. Inhale, take the arms up. Find your arm position. If you steeple the fingers, switch the interlock of the fingers to the awkward way. And then bend, exhale, bend into that right knee. Keep pressing through that left foot. Find your balance. Notice the difference, one side, the other. It's probably very different. The organ alignment is not fully symmetrical. And then each of us has tendencies. Inhale here, get long. Exhale, lower the arms to shoulder height. Make a fist with the right hand and right thumb up. Take the left hand and draw back your bow. Pull, steady, sure, looking down right through that right thumb. And then maybe, once you've aligned and found your steadiness, maybe as you exhale, there's a little bit of space to pulse, maybe not. Maybe you're good where you are, it's all good. Find your breath rhythm here. Focus, steady and sure. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. You're finding the alignment. Body aligned with the supports. Breath aligned to the body. Mind aligned to the breath. Steady focus on that right thumb. Inhale here. As you exhale, release the bow, release the breath. Release the arms, straighten the leg. Turn the toes so the toes are both facing off the long side of your mat. And then move your feet out a little wider, perhaps. Turn the toes in and the heels out. Feel the length in the outside of the ankle, the outside of the leg. Going into our wide-legged forward fold. We're going to move here in sequences. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, just hinge forward. Press back through the hips. Now, if this is too much, take your hands to prayer, to your hips, or to your thighs for support. Remember, support precedes action. So let's just do it that way. Everyone bring their hands to their thighs just above the knee. Utilize that support as you press the hips back and bring the torso parallel to the mat. Lengthen through the crown, lengthen through the neck. Notice the tendency, since the body is coming forward, the weight wants to come forward in the feet. So press the hips toward the wall behind you. Balance the weight in the feet. Feel the weight in the outside of the feet as you lengthen and breathe here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Now, if it's available to you, you can release the hands down to the ankles or to the floor or to your block. Hint, hint. Stay long here on the inhale. As you exhale, release the body. So continue your fold. Bring the chest and stomach toward the thighs. Release the head. Wide-legged forward fold. Breathe here. Find your balance. Find your alignment. Find your breath. Breathe into this. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, walk the hands to the left foot. Try to keep both legs long. Maybe not. Maybe you need to bend a little bit. Maybe you don't get to your left foot. Maybe you just get over in the direction of. Maybe you're in the same zip code. That's all good. Forehead toward the left knee, breathing here. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale here, walk the hands back to center. Exhale, walk the hands over toward the right foot. Maybe even outside the foot, maybe not. Maybe the forehead comes to the right knee, maybe not. Maybe the knees need to bend a little bit to support the posture. Support precedes action. Find your supports. Align the body to the supports. Align the breath to the body. Align the mind to the breath. Find the posture. Feel into what's happening for you. Inhale here. Exhale, walk the hands back to center. Inhale, get long through the torso and the crown. Exhale, just bend the left knee and bring the hips toward the left heel. Maybe walking the hands over in front, maybe bringing the hands to prayer, maybe taking the bind. Whatever works for you. Skandasana. Feel the opening. Breathe here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale. Lift, straighten the left leg, bring the hands back to center, get long through the crown. Inhale. Exhale, bend the right knee, walk the hands over toward the right foot. And again, find your hand position. Maybe you're just supporting yourself in your hands. Maybe you bring your hands to prayer. Maybe you take a little bind. Whatever's available to you. Breathing here, full inhale. Complete exhale. All right. Inhale, come back to center. Long ground. Exhale, walk the hands underneath the body. Turn the fingers towards the wall behind you, and then maybe even walk the shoulders release a little bit deeper. Finding your forward fold. Wide-legged forward fold. Breathe here. Full inhale. Align the body to the supports. Press into the outside of the feet. Feel the length of the legs. Lift out of the waist, out of the upper back. Release the head. Breathe. All right. Now, walk the hands underneath the face. About just in front of, shoulder width apart. Walk the feet in. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, till the feet are just wider than the shoulders. Now, we're going to offer this support. If you have a block, bring your block between your feet at the back side of your mat. We're going to go into our crow posture here, and it may help you to utilize the block for this. So the first thing we do is bend the knees and drop the hips a little bit. Come into our squat. And then feel the inside of the elbows and the triceps supporting the inside of the knee. So we're using that support, a little bit of pressure there. Now, hinge forward. Now, if you're not familiar with this posture, you may want to bring your toes up to your block first.
Now you're already lifted a little bit. All we're doing here is letting the balance of the body weight tip forward over the hands, pressing into the palms, and you'll feel the toes begin to lift. And then maybe lift your heels toward your hips, maybe lift your crown, breathe deep here. Full inhale, complete exhale. This is our crow posture. Inhaling here, exhaling. When you are ready, after you found your alignment, found your breath, release the toes. And then if you're on the block, step off the block and release the block out of your way. Bring your hips to your heels. Bring your palms together, come into your squat. Lift the crown. Breathe here as you lengthen the spine. Imagine there's a wall behind you. Just straightening your spine along that line. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Now, bring the heels in a little closer so you see if you can make them touch. And we're going to do a couple of frogs, which is a modified squat posture here. So the hands are out in front of the shoulders. 20 to 40% of your weight in your hands. So you're actually utilizing your hands for support. On the inhale, we lift the hips and bring the knees toward each other. Forehead comes towards the shins. So you're in a modified forward fold. On the exhale, we drop the hips, lift the crown, lift the spine in a modified squat. We're just going to do a few of those. Find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. One more here, wherever you are. Inhale up. Exhale, come down. And then gently just bring yourself down to your mat. And roll back down onto your back. Let your feet walk out to the wide side of your mat. Let your knees come together. Lengthen through the crown. Press down on the lower spine. Bring your hands to your abdomen. Feel your abdomen's relaxed. This posture will release the abdomen. Take a moment here to breathe deep. Feel the weight, feel the air coming into the abdomen, perhaps. Maybe the belly lifts into the hands. Exhale, release. Now release the hands out 60 to 90 degrees. Inhale here. Exhale, let both knees go to the right as you look over the left shoulder. Just releasing and allowing yourself to release any tension that was built up in the lower hips or in the hip joint as you did those squats. Now we're just releasing that, giving ourselves a hug, letting it go, preparing for our guided rest. We have our twist and then we move into our guided rest. Breathing here. Relaxing the shoulder. Breathing deep into the lower left hip. To the SI joint at the top of the buttocks. Feel any release that you need there. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale back to center. Head comes center. Knees are touching. Heels and toes on the edges of your mat. Inhale here. Long through the crown. Exhale, let both knees go to the right as you look over the right. Both knees go to the left as you look over the right shoulder. And again, allowing the body, find the alignment. Align the body to the supports. What's supportive in this posture? Shoulders are relaxed. Left hip is relaxed. Try to relax the knees even though they're active. The hips are what's working here. Try to relax the feet. Head is relaxed. Breathing into that lower right hip and the SI joint, full inhale. Complete exhale. Allow yourself to feel into this release, this hug, this gentle embrace of the body, massaging your internal organs. On your next inhale, come back to center. Walk the feet towards each other. Bring the knees into the chest. Squeeze lightly just below the knees. Maybe lift the crown. Maybe bring the nose toward the knees. Maybe bring the hands to the feet. Nice tight little ball. Just bring everything to center. Maybe a light Mula Bandha, that's a lifting at the base of the pelvic bowl. Maybe a light Uddiyana Bandha, that's a nice connection of the at the abdomen, bringing the belly button toward the spine, engaging the core. Maybe a light Jala Bandha, the chin comes toward the chest. Maha Bandha, we've got the locks in, we're tight, 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 tight. And then release everything. Legs go long, toes fall open, heels move as wide as is comfortable for you. Palms come down by your hips, palms up. Crown goes long. And then your side body, imagine you can pull on your side ribs. Feel your lower spine on the mat. Remove any arching in the lower spine, the full length of the spine on the mat. And then just let go. Align to the support of the mat, the ground, gravity beneath you. And then take a moment here to choose to provide yourself with any additional support you may want in your guided rest. Maybe you have an eye cloth. Maybe you have a blanket or a shawl. Maybe you have a bolster. Whatever you need here to find yourself in your most restful posture. Align to this posture. Align to letting go. Align to resting. Align to the support of the full backside of the body on the mat. Feel the support. Feel your full backside being held. Feel gravity holding you in place. Know that you're held steady, safe, sure, secure. And once you know, once you feel into that support, once you know that you're supported, let go. Release everything. Let go of any shaping of the posture, any shaping of the breath, any shaping of the mind. Let everything go. Allow yourself to be done. You're done. Be done. Just breathe and rest fully. Allow yourself this moment of rest. Give yourself this freedom to be just resting. Nothing to do, no one to be, nowhere to go. Just allow this moment to be. And be in your gratitude for this moment, for this practice, for this opportunity, for the stillness of presence that is always available to you, for the wonder of prana, the power of life that comes on the breath, that is always available to you, for the gift of freedom in this moment, the release from all entanglement, all attachment, all aversion, just present at rest. A true at ease. Be at ease. Let everything go. And just allow yourself to rest.
And as you rest, I invite you once again to allow gratitude to arise. Call forth gratitude, summon gratitude, allow gratitude to arise. Bring your awareness, if you choose, to the crown of your head, that space just outside and above the top of your head. And from that vantage point, witness the entirety of yourself resting in your space. Witness yourself resting. See what comes forth for you when gratitude is called forth. Witness yourself resting in gratitude. And as you rest in gratitude in your space, I'll take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you from my space. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And as always, I invite and encourage you to stay here in grateful rest for as long as you like. And when you finally do rise, please take your gratitude and the echoes of your practice with you as you go through the remainder of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.